Hello, my lovely friends. It's Emma here from Just a Girl Who Loves Elvis. You know, when we talk about Elvis, we often talk about the big moments, the concerts, the records, the headlines. But today, we're doing something different. Today is about the moments that didn't make the papers, the ones that happened quietly, the ones that only mattered to the people who were there. Because sometimes, the smallest moments are the ones that tell us the most about who someone really was. So get comfortable, let the world slow down for a while, and let's talk about the small moments that mattered to Elvis Presley. As Christmas passed and the new year quietly approached, Elvis often shifted inward. Not sad, not withdrawn, just reflective. People who knew him said this is when he liked things simple. Fewer visitors, softer music, longer conversations and slower mornings. This wasn't loneliness, this was rest. And Elvis understood, long before wellness became a buzzword, that rest wasn't weakness. It was survival. One of the most overlooked parts of Elvis's life were his mornings, especially in the days between Christmas and New Year. He loved walking without a schedule, sitting in his pyjamas with coffee, reading newspapers slowly, sometimes twice, and letting the day come to him. I think there's something so human about that, isn't there? The biggest star in the world, doing exactly what we do when we finally get a quiet morning. And he treasured it. Elvis loved talking, not small talk, real talk. These in-between days were when conversations stretched. About faith, about life, about regrets, and about dreams that never quite left him. Sometimes those talks went late into the night. Sometimes they happened sitting on the floor. Sometimes they were serious. Sometimes they were hilarious. But they mattered. Because Elvis wasn't performing. He was just being. One of the most beautiful truths about Elvis is this. Many of his kindest moments had no witnesses. These quieter days were often when he checked in on people he worried about. He made phone calls just to see how you're doing. And he quietly helped someone without telling a soul. No stage. No spotlight, just kindness. And those are the moments that last the longest. Elvis Presley loved ordinary pleasures. Watching TV, playing records, telling the same joke twice, eating comfort food and laughing until he cried. Especially after Christmas, when expectations dropped. These are the days he could be playful without pressure. The man who carried the weight of the world found joy in being normal. There's a myth that Elvis was always haunted by regret. But I think the truth is more gentle. Yes, he reflected. Yes, he questioned. But people close to him said that these moments weren't about beating himself up. They were about understanding. Understanding who he was. Understanding what mattered. Understanding what he still wanted from life. And I don't think that's sadness. I think that's growth. This is why these small moments matter so much to me. Because they remind us you don't have to be extraordinary to be meaningful. You don't have to be loud to be important. And you don't have to rush into the new year. Elvis didn't. He moved gently, thoughtfully, and humanly. And I think there's comfort in that. And let's not forget, Elvis could be very funny. These quieter days were full of silly impressions, playful teasing, and laughter over absolutely nothing. Sometimes it was the smallest moments that mattered the most, when they were just laughing until your stomach hurt. And honestly, I think Elvis would want us to remember that too. So as we all sit together between what was and what's coming, let this be your reminder. You don't need to rush into anything. You don't need to have it all figured out. You're allowed to move slowly. Elvis did. And maybe that's one of the most beautiful lessons he left us. So thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for being here. Until next time, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and as always, keep a little Elvis magic in your hearts.